So when last we left the party, you were off on your own. The three of you note that Viari, or whatever he calls himself, is been gone for about 15, 20 minutes.
That's a long time.
In a box.
Yeah.
I would like to believe that in that time I was able to divine which spell was the triggering spell for the alarm. Like, if you disable this, it'll trigger the alarm. Like, do I know what in there? Like, have I pulled the pieces out of that spell?
So you can do selective dispel
Yeah,
magic.
can I just turn off the alarm?
Yeah, you don't need to do the whole spell.
Yeah.
In the room you're in, you mean?
Well, on the wall, between me and the room we want to be in.
I see. And the effect that you're trying to end is...
Well, I guess did I determine if if there is something that will sound an alarm, should the magic be dispelled?
No. There is nothing that will sound the alarm.
Oh.
Okay, so we have a couple plays here. I can stone shape this half of it.
Yeah.
We can get. Do we just need is all we need a hole?
I'm a small. No,
If I can
dwarves are
see it, I can.
medium size, right?
Well, we have to be able to fit the artifact through it. We don't know how big the piece is.
But the benign transposition, if he has a...
No, I can't just bring it to me. I would swap places with it.
That's fine.
Yeah, but then you'd have
They want the rod. See?
Right. Yeah.
So where's the problem?
But then how do we get him back?
Yeah. That's a good question.
Then swap with the box. Or a note that says, "You've been robbed by Acquisition Incorporated."
the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I would just swap with something else.
I'll get a coin out and throw it in the air, and you can come over. I mean, it's just whatever.
Okay.
How many times can you cast it?
It's a great question. Well, actually, benign transposition.
How many slots do you have?
It's a cantrip.
It's a cat.
It's a catnip.
Racial ability.
How many slots do I have? I've got all kinds of slots.
What level spell is it? Just out of curiosity.
It's not a spell. It's just over here in this.
Oh, got
it's
it.
like something I can just do whenever I feel like it.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you have all your clothes and shit.
You had a different ability, and this might have been way back in 4th edition, that allowed you to switch with another person.
That's the same one. I can switch with anything.
With anything?
Yeah, I think. Or you can choose a willing ally, which in this case would be a part of a rod.
That's
the Jim Dark Magic has long been known to be a friend to rods. So
that's not going to work. I can't transpose with an inanimate object.
Oh, you can't?
Well, it says it has to be.
You can choose a willing
Don't worry.
ally.
Yeah. I know exactly who we can put in there.
Use your action to teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. Yeah. So I just need a hole. And I go.
Or you can choose a willing ally.
Yeah.
In which case you swap places.
Yeah.
So you can just teleport up to 30 feet. You don't have to swap places with anything.
I have to be able to see where I'm going.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But we can make a hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Through this thing.
So he can pop in and pop out.
That's what I'm hoping. So if we stone shape.
What is the spell on the wall if it's not an alarm? It's the no scrying?
No scry.
Yeah, it's basically a scry-proof effect.
Okay.
It's a Scrybuster 5000.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's typical. So I can stone shape it away from here. Then we have a layer of lead, which you should be able to deal with.
How?
I can weld through it.
But it's just lead. You can bang your way through that.
I can, yeah. I can give it a good whack.
Right.
That's going to be loud.
I'll silence the wall.
Oh, okay.
And then the stones on the other side, I'll either have to use my last 4th level spell, or we'll see what kind of mess we can make through the thing. But I can save us time by opening up this side over here.
Okay.
All right, that's what I'm going to do.
Excellent.
I'm going to cast the 4th level spell.
Oh, you're gonna do it right now?
Yeah. Now that you've been gone 20 minutes, it seems to me like we need to be preparing for the worst.
Okay.
The worst case scenario here.
I'm gonna be right in the middle of all. Say it again for me. Pronounce it. Zentarim.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be right in the middle of it, saying, "Hey, and then like.
No, there's no alarm. There's no alarm.
Remember that name.
Tongue.
No, silence cast.
Silence.
All right, we're good.
It's going to work great.
Okay, I stone shape.
Yes.
I peel the stone away and around.
Yeah. All right.
So that we see a layer of lead.
You do.
I cast silence on that region, and you
punch a fucking hole in
it.
Okay. I would rather use tools than a fist.
Yes.
Okay.
That's fine.
I have like crowbar and
I
stuff.
endorse
Your
this.
pick
I can take a
and-
crow. Huh?
Yeah, or whatever.
My pickaxe. Right.
Take a spike and.
Exactly.
All right.
All we're trying to get
Is
is a
this
hole.
is this just like hitting? Do I have advantage as if I were attacking?
You don't
someone?
even have to make an attack roll.
Against the
You're not
wall.
going to have any trouble hitting the
Yeah,
wall.
the wall. It's
no
like,
problem
yeah,
there.
give me your best shot.
All right.
You don't have what
Do I
it
need to
takes.
make a strength
How
check?
long does your silent spell last?
I will tell you.
I can look that up too if you want.
When I feel like it!
You're not my dad.
20-foot radius.
That's
10 minutes.
All right.
Plenty of time.
cool. Plenty of time to punch a hole.
Yep. Through 6 inches of lead.
Wow, 6 inches.
No, this is, yeah. This
They
is
weren't funnin'.
go
No.
fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Flat a nickel for every lead wall I punch through.
All right.
How thick was the stone
What's that?
that he peeled away?
Foot.
A foot of
Foot of stone, 6 inches of
Here,
steel.
foot of stone here. So
Lead.
foot of stone.
Lead is very malleable.
I shape the stone, right?
Yeah.
When I pull the stone away,
Yeah.
I pull it into neatly stacked spikes
Okay.
over here,
All right.
so that he can just grab one and just start pounding through this thing.
Very good.
Oh.
Okay.
nice.
All right. So yeah, you can see as you start pounding away, basically it's like sheet upon sheet of lead.
Okay.
So you're just like peeling away layers,
Right.
almost like an onion, tearing it away. And yes, you were able to finally pierce a hole all the way through.
Oh, okay.
When you do,
great.
you can
Yeah.
see that the chamber beyond is lit, so light comes spilling out.
Okay.
You see in the middle of the room,
How big is the hole we punched?
The devil.
oh, the first hole,
I only needed like.
probably the hole is like as big as a spike around, like
Okay.
maybe
Yes.
that big. And through that hole and through that light bin, when you can see floating in the middle of the room is an orb that basically has sort of like vapor holding it up.
Oh, okay, cool.
And in the orb is the rod, and it's about a 15-inch long piece of iron with sort of ragged edges.
Okay.
It's inside the orb.
It's inside the orb. You can also see that in the corners of the room are things that look like this.
Roboids?
I guess I hoped it would just be
Oh
like
no!
sitting on a
I just
pillow.
broke your fucking mini.
Hopefully the person you handmade it isn't watching this.
No, that's like the worst
I'm
thing that's
so
ever.
sorry.
So glad I didn't bring mine.
Game
Yeah,
over.
I didn't bring mine because I didn't want
Fucking
to get
game
hurt.
over. I'm sorry, Jerry.
Oh,
This will have to be.
No, I know exactly how to fix it.
Okay, because I have a friend who can do this as well. If you want.
I bet you do.
He,
You need one,
He
probably.
fixed yours. Remember when
Yeah.
I broke the wands?
Yeah.
No, it's cool.
Way to bring that up.
This is the second one I've destroyed. Okay.
Kiko knows exactly how to fix stuff. Like
Okay. Sorry about that.
years of minigaming. It's okay. I still love you.
So there's.
Wow, so apparently your sister shelled out for the deluxe
Yeah, this is the
security
premium.
package. Either
I'm
that
not
or
teleporting
this is her.
I think you can get in and out super quick.
But I don't know what that orb is. Like, I'm not just going to reach in and. I need to start casting some spells, I guess.
You need to start figuring out what's going on in this room. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
you do have 10 minutes of quiet if you're going to have a fight.
Yes.
Real quick, I want to start my investigation on this orb and the Zephyr.
The gentle Zephyr.
Yeah. 13.
The orb is not familiar to you, nor are its properties. It's obviously a protective device.
Yeah. All right. I'm
fully
going to
encompasses
just kind
the
of look
rock.
at the closest roboid I can see. What's his deal?
Better.
22.
This hammer thing, obviously dwarven craftsmanship, obviously an animated construct.
Premium.
Yep, premium stuff. You suspect that they're very, very base, simple constructs. They can only understand a few basic commands. So it's probably, they've got one programmed instruction, and that's to beat the shit out of anything that gets the rod.
Right.
Now, you think your Dispel, you didn't roll well on your check, but you think a Dispel magic could bring down that orb if successfully cast. You'd have to make a check.
So I might be able to get rid of the orb, and then I go in.
No, rope trick.
Rope trick? How?
Can't you make ropes do shit?
I can make a rope go up 60 feet
Well, in
to
the,
a magical.
in the rope trick spell, but don't you have the ability to, like, do different types of tricks? Like a
Yeah, I have
What if-
prestidigitation.
You can swap places with the thing, right?
No, I can swap places
You
with
can
it.
teleport in, right?
I can teleport in.
So teleport in here,
and then immediately swap places with me and put me in there, and I'll fight him.
Bold move.
Well, okay. Is there a non-fight way? I mean, are we? If we're,
I mean,
I'm just saying, if I'm excited about fighting them, that's why I suggested it.
yeah. I mean, I don't know anything about their level. Or
I'm like the
anything
dwarf. I'm always going to suggest we kill them.
that. Yeah.
well, I'm trying to think because I know that you have different abilities that will let you.
I can do little magic tricks, but
But you can make objects.
I can
How
make
much,
objects.
how much more? How hard was it for you now that you got this hole? Can you broaden it at all? Like enough? I mean, it's going to be hard to get like.
Obviously, it took less than 10 minutes for me to punch through it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now that I have
like
the hole, I
6
could probably.
Unseen servant.
Yeah,
They're
I
going
can
to
have
notice
him go
that.
in and
Not that they didn't notice the
And just and,
spike.
They might
and
not
bring
be
it back to
smart
the
enough
hole.
to. It might just
Yeah.
like when they see someone, they're
I
going
can
to.
also just mage hand. I could dispel mage hand, pull
Mage
it through.
hand.
I feel like there's a ton of solutions here that
That's a
don't
good
involve.
call.
Yeah, I mean it's a rod, right? So I just rotate it, pull it right through the hole
Yeah, mage hand.
Into your hand
into my hand.
and then back in the box.
So, but first I have to dispel whatever's holding it.
Yes. We can
That's what we need to do.
we can both try.
Not that I didn't like my idea,
Yeah.
because I do want to fight those things.
It might be that they're set up to trigger it as soon as that spell is gone, but I guess we'll see.
Right.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to cast Dispel Magic on. I do. I cast Dispel Magic
Yeah, I'm
on.
not even try. I'm
Yeah, I mean,
fucking cast a spell.
All right. Make a d20 roll.
is it a third level or lower spell?
No.
Shit.
What do you get then?
I just do it.
Yeah, just happens automatically.
Ooh, 18.
Nice.
18
Wow.
plus.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, what do you want me to add to that? Arcana? Because that's 7.
No, it's good. It's just 10 plus the spell's level.
Ooh.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so this
you'll
is
take
some
out an
serious
8th level
shit.
or lower spell. So as soon as you cast it, the orb disappears. And the rod piece clatters onto the floor.
Mage Hand. Spectral Floating Hand appears at the point you choose, right next to the rod.
All right. Get to you in just a moment.
You win. VRA is liquefied.
Viari, you are. The Zents seem to be walking with purpose with their cadre of dwarves. Looks like they're headed somewhere for
I
something
didn't make it
important.
to go on that way. It's my head.
So they were heading to the armory.
Yeah, so they're heading south. Right? And you're right behind them in the Hall of War.
Yeah. And right now
yeah.
they're just sort of joking with each other.
This is the time. This
They
is
don't
the
seem
hour.
to be on guard. They seem to be in good spirits, and they are looking. They say something to the effect of they are looking forward to concluding their business with the dwarves, and turning the Horn Enclave into a much more defensible stronghold.
Okay.
Oh, did they ship their? Are they like salespeople for the Zentarum?
So
They
it
could
would
be.
seem.
Yeah.
We can get you into one of our Eviscerator bots today. What's it gonna
Monthly
take?
payments, $19.99.
Now, if it had been the two women,
Yes.
I would have gone up and like happily tried to sweet talk or bump into somebody and pick a pocket.
It's the group.
But with 5 people there with the dwarves, that is not a tenable. I can't sweet talk my way out.
No.
Oh, sorry, I had my hand in your pants. So I actually turn around. I've got to head back to the vault and report. I can't start shit with 5 of them in the midst of this stone golem hall. There's
Yeah.
the cost benefit analysis of that is really bad.
It's real low.
So you walk in, you see them, and then you just turn around.
And I'm like, oh, this isn't the bathroom. And I do. I got to head back.
This isn't the dwarven bathroom, and then you just wheel it around.
Yeah.
All right. And then you, as you make your way back to the vault, you see Ironbeard is still out front with his construct.
Yeah,
And,
polishing.
he asks you, "Did you find the key?"
It's what was his name? Cardamom.
I come out real quick.
Carrington.
Cardamom Singh.
Your memory is infallible.
Carrington will be bringing it presently. Thank you very much.
Nice,
I head
very
in.
smooth.
All right.
Very smooth.
And you cast your mage hand.
Yeah, Mage Hand. So I snatch up that rod
That rod.
and I bring it right back through the hole.
All right. Yeah, you pull it right through.
Okay.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. I got this rod now.
All right. So now,
Can I see what it does? Can I get an
Yeah,
idea
you can
of
make
what
an
its power
Arcana
is?
check if you want.
I open the door
20.
in time
No.
to be engulfed in flame.
Yeah.
21.
First thing you know, instinctively, when you pick up the rod, this,
Rod of the
this
year.
chunk, this rod, this piece of the rod actually has a name. Its name is Rex.
It's part 2.
Its name is
Rex.
Rex. Okay.
Rex.
Well, that was the code word.
You also
into it.
discern immediately that this thing has the ability to cast the heal spell once per day.
Oh,
Wow.
sweet.
Back in the box and get us the fuck out of here, right?
yeah. Okay. So we put you back in the box.
Wait, can you stone shape it back so it doesn't look like we came through the wall?
I can.
Yeah, is that still active?
No.
You have to cast it again.
cast
I don't think it works like that. I think you do the thing. I could cast it. That would be my 4th level spell. Are we good with that?
I mean, if we want to not fight our way out, if they come into this vault and see a hole into the next vault, it might be suspicious. We just want to hang a painting.
My question has more to do with like trying to get you guys back in the box. And we're like, we're gonna go back out there. And he's like, hey, I thought you were leaving this stuff that was in the box. We're like, no, we think we're gonna bring our box.
Well, we took the item out and put it in the vault.
Yeah. Okay, that's what we'll do.
Don't worry. We broke in and put it through the wall. But no, I can talk us out of here.
Okay.
Don't worry about
I'm not
that.
worried about that. All right. I like what I'm hearing. All right.
So we're back in the box.
Box.
Am I
Back
back?
and board.
Back in the box.
Am I back in the group?
Yeah.
Oh,
you're
so
back with
around
the
this
rod.
time, yeah, you're coming down the hall. Now, you guys have been in this vault chamber. I assume the door was closed while you
Yeah,
were
totally,
opening it.
absolutely.
So
Private.
You're outside. Dum, dum, dum. You hear a knock on the door.
Oh shit! It takes 2 keys to open the door.
But probably not from the inside, or maybe it's not worth it. Maybe you can't.
Can you yeah?
Can a person get out of the vault?
we didn't set up a secret knock.
No.
But you know I'm coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a bank vault. The door is closed. You need the keys to open it.
So I'm like,
Here, then I'm definitely gonna fix the wall.
Yeah.
That's over. This wall is being fixed.
and so I pretty much I pound on it, and nothing. And actually thinking of it from the other side, was there like a latch trigger, or was it just blank on the inside?
A blank on the inside.
Yeah, it's probably just.
That's fucking
Okay.
dangerous.
Well, it's not to
So-
store people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And so a little sheepishly, I head back out and I say, I'm sorry, I forgot. I need your assistance to get in there.
Your friends lock themselves in the vault.
You left.
I assume so. My
It can't be the first time it's happened.
Yeah, really.
my mistress is somewhat obsessed with privacy.
Make a deception check.
Hold on. I want to make sure before you roll. Make a deception check. Don't merely roll it.
I get a little bit of a bonus to this
No,
one. at
hold on a
least.
second. You have been using these
Yeah, this-
satanic dice.
yeah, I'm gonna-
use this dice, which has served you well. Roll it down here on the rolling surface. See, over 10.
It is over 10. I'll take that. I get a +2. +2
Okay.
To deceive.
to deceive.
13.
It's not
Yep.
the best. It's an inauspicious number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. let's,
So does he buy it? Does he come back?
He says, I'll tell you what. Here, take my key.
Oh, thank you very much.
You still have the other key?
Yeah. I probably came out holding
yeah.
it.
Okay.
So this is the rod?
This is he's got a key just like your key. This is not his rod, which controls the outer door.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. So
Thank
you got
you.
2 keys, iron keys for the 2 locks on the outside of the door.
Right. So you come through.
You guys are in.
We're
box.
inside the box.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're boxed.
What's our mega rod?
Yeah.
So,
And he just says, I'll wait out here.
okay. So I come in, and what do you got? I'm going to get killed by my own group when they see the door just open. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be,
Oh, no,
I'll
we're
do
in the box.
I'll do shave and a haircut, and then I'll
Yeah.
open it
Click,
up.
click.
All right. The door pulls open. You see Omen and the box. Or rather, you see Auspicia in the box.
Yes.
Did they die in there?
Yeah. It's just you're gonna have a lot of new responsibilities when we get back there.
we don't have the key. The key is gone, and the Zentarm are here, and I think that they took the key, and I think what?
Problem solved.
What problem?
It's not.
There are many problems. Actually.
There are, and I want to hear what you're saying, and I want to recognize that.
Mm-hmm.
By the same token, the big problem has been solved.
Oh, okay. Then
Right.
we're just out now?
That's it.
Okay, so I'm going to actually proceed a little bit, and I'm going to pull my mistress is enraged, and there's no talking to her when she's like this. And
not worth
so I you want me to do that?
Yeah.
Or do you want to storm out yourself? You want to storm out and then have me explain, or should I go out
Very
and say,
nice.
and then say, get out of her way, here she comes. There's no dealing with her when she's like this?
Yes, this is great.
Okay. So I put on my full-on scamper.
Who's bringing the box?
Here,
I
we'll get it, and then
actually,
out,
because
and then-
it's you wouldn't push your own box. I'll put on my full-on like whipped dog minion, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna rush out and like press the key into his hand, and I'm like my mistress is in a fury, and there is no dealing with her when she is like this. If I will be in contact, and we will make arrangements to make this work, but she cannot. Could we please get some people to help her move the box? She is furious with our emissary who has misplaced the key, and she has no mood to spend more time here. No one should be forced to endure her when she is in this mood. So it will be best if we merely leave and come back in the future. Is that?
He says, well, we can't have her leave unhappy. She could spread reputation that Horn Enclave is not living up to its expectations.
No, she knows that this is an issue with the emissary and the people who appointed this emissary, who worked with, who brought him into the organization.
I will need to elevate this matter.
I've got to bring in my manager.
Lord Zardak Horn. Make sure he's aware of your mistress's dissatisfaction.
If that would be wonderful. However, if we could keep her moving towards the
Ring a
exit,
bell.
it would
Ding, 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 ding.
it would mollify
Maybe
her
he can meet
temper
us at the door.
slightly.
Yeah, can we get it to go? Because I don't know how.
You see some of the guards from the barracks start to usher in, and the Ironbeard just says, we have a situation that's arisen. And then he turns to you and he says, why don't you have your mistress come out here, and I will see that you are taken to Lord Zardak Horn.
She is loath to abandon what we have brought with us. We'll still need to bring that with us, I'm afraid.
The box.
The box.
She loves that box. You fucked up. You fucked up.
Oh shit!
It's her favorite box. And
Excellent. Make another deception check. Wow.
all right, well that's
Oh, that's awesome.
The box! We can't leave the box!
Thanks.
it's really important to have the box. I don't know.
He rings the bell a little
She hits
louder.
me! She hits me sometimes!
All right, some more guards come.
Oh, God.
So they will help carry the box.
The
Probably-
empty box, which is for some reason really heavy.
No, it's just like we know we haven't left. We still theoretically have something in there. We haven't dropped anything
didn't
off.
leave.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
We're supposed to be leaving with. She's upset. Why? Yeah, this isn't working.
Yeah. So a bunch of armed dwarves come into the vault, Omen, and
How many? I say
they seem intent on taking the box.
they're
for
very
you.
sorry, mistress, but they're going to attempt to address your dissatisfaction directly with Lord
Zardak.
Zardak. Also not a friendly name. Just
No doubt Lord Zardak is good friends with Stratovan.
yeah.
Same club.
I apologize for this inconvenience, but they are determined to make things right with you. When you say a bunch of armed dwarves, how many is
A cluster.
a dozen?
Dozen's
Okay,
a lot.
dozen is a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not quite a. What's the multiple of dwarves? It's not a blessing, I'll give you
Not
that.
a blessing of dwarves.
It's probably like a burrow of dwarves.
A keg of dwarves.
A keg of dwarves.
A gripe.
A gripe of dwarves.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
This is not.
Okay, so they start trundling our little wheelie box out.
Yep.
So where are they?
They go into the Hall of Elders?
Yeah, where do they start?
Well, once they get the box out into the vault area,
The dining hall's up on top. I suspect.
yeah.
Is that where this is going to happen?
So what happens next is Ironbeard casts a knock spell on the box.
Oh, right, which will open it in one way or another. Does it open the whole thing?
I don't know how's the box designed.
Because there is,
There's
it's,
the pop-up
from the
lid.
outside, it has the pop-up lid.
Yeah.
From the inside, it explodes.
Yeah, so it just pops up the
Okay,
lid.
that's good.
And he
I see
says,
some- I see some-
before the box goes anywhere, it must be inspected.
Certainly. Because we're ready for this.
Universe, though, right?
No, we're just invisible.
No, that was just a good plan that he had.
Oh. Hey,
Right.
what's up?
Yeah.
We can be if it comes to that.
Hold on, can I? You told me there were no problems. You told me that all the problems were resolved. That's why I didn't stall with the box.
All right.
All right.
So I say, by all means, and like Jim
And this light
stands
comes
up.
out of the box. What?
No, if he looks in there, there's
Yeah.
a magic gem.
Gem, yes,
Big
exactly.
Gem.
Yes.
And hay. A lot of hay.
Gem
Right.
dark magic.
Yeah.
Yes. Gem dark magic. Nice. All right.
It's for you.
Yeah. I still feel bad that I broke your mini.
It's all right. We can fix it. We're clever.
All right. So you see him pull out what appears to be a monocle.
Oh, true seeing, I knew.
Whippoorwill.
And he starts to put that into his head, into his eye.
Whippoorwill.
Distraction.
And yeah, and I step and I say, you know, I beg your pardon. However, my mistress has instructed me the contents of this are sensitive, and we are being paid for our discretion as well.
As are you.
You know,
Right.
as well as our safekeeping of this object. And I'm afraid that we're not allowed to let anyone inspect.
Yes, but on the other hand, I will produce. This is where the bribe comes in. I
Right,
think.
and so I'll feel out for the bribe first, because you gotta, and I'll be like, we understand that this might be inconvenient for you, however, we're certainly willing to
recognize
the difficult position this might put you in and compensate you for the inconvenience.
Well, that all sounds.
Swap foot.
No. It's like at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark. Like you just melt it down. It's just a skeleton.
He says, "Well, I had doubts about your stories originally, but since you put it that way, let's talk. What are you offering, good man?"
Well, my mistress happens to possess an artifact not only of some power, but of some renown.
And he studies it. And he says, "Is this?"
It is.
No.
Yeah.
But I grant this. It's been stony the rest of the time, and he's like, "Is it?" And I'm like,
No.
Quite valuable, especially in certain circles.
Well, and he takes that and looks at it with his glittering eye, and you see there's some magic going on there.
"Oh shit! All kinds of magic."
Yeah, exactly. He says, "By the gods and Moradin's beard, you're right. This is amazing. Where did you find it?"
Wow, that would be telling.
Yeah. Understood. Yes, of course. Whatever you want. And then you hear, "Wait!"
Oh, motherfucker.
And
got a good thing
in
going.
the hallway outside the vault, you
Some
see
asshole.
You see an asshole named Carrington Sway,
Drunk
who's
son
got
of a
his
bitch.
feet, saying, "She's not my mistress. She's not even a woman."
Sleep.
Whippoorwill.
Sleep.
Whippoorwill.
The Yeah!